Good evening, Patriots. Welcome back to Uncle Bill's Trans Am. Been wrestling with what to do about these seats. They were in here when Uncle Bill bought it, and when you have terminal cancer, things like ugly seats aren't a priority. He thought they looked like crap installed by belongs in one of those rice burners on Frankfurt Avenue. His words, not mine. I'm a bit more culturally accepting than him, but you can't deny they don't really fit in a Trans Am. Even worse, they don't really move. And it takes decades to fold them forward so the hookers can get in the back seat with the grace and dignity befitting the trade. Super embarrassing and expensive if you're paying hourly instead of flat rate. Nice aftermarket seats can cost $1,000 and up, and even junkyard seats like these are going to be $800 just to recover, plus the cost of the seat cores themselves and most of your weekend. 10% of the value of the car just to recover junky 30-year-old GM seats. These were junk when they were new, and they're junk now. Why am I fluorescing? I think I found the perfect donor seats. You're going to laugh, you're going to mock, you're probably going to click off. But hear me out. Nope. Not these ones. These ones. Let me make my case. First, these 5th gen Chrysler minivan stow and go seats have no motors or airbags, so they're only $30 here at the junkyard. Why am I glowing? There we go. Anyway, it's 2025 and you couldn't buy a single armrest new for $30, so this is a steal. Second, consider the variety. These came in Grand Caravans, Towns and Countries, and the second weirdest German Chrysler mashup since the Crossfire. This means you can get multiple styles. You can get them black, gray, beige, cloth, leather. These ones are even heated. These vans are literally everywhere. What? Third, if I've measured correctly, these should fit nicely in the F-body. They're reasonably light, only 40 pounds each. I know what you're thinking. No way these are that small and light with this heavy stow-and-go mechanism down there. And you're right, but that's easily fixed. Let me show you how. To separate the seat from the stow-and-go mechanism, you need to remove the support rod with a T40 Torx. Then there's a 1/2-inch bolt there and there. Plus 4 13mm nuts, 2 on each side in the back. Damn it. Stay. And if you're a member of the Third Estate like me, go ahead and snip that heated seat wire. That's for the bourgeoisie. These cables are all part of the stow-and-go mechanism, so you can just, yoink. And now you've got yourself a comfy leather, I don't need that, low-profile, presentable seat that slides and folds like the ex-gymnast you wish you dated. Everything you need, and nothing you don't. there's a hard way to do this that preserves your factory seat tracks for all the purists out there. And there's a much easier way if you're not squeamish about hacking up original parts. Just to make the hard part even harder, they cut off my factory mounting studs with a grinder. Dickheads.
Why would you do that?
You can probably skip this step. Me. Kaio, kid. Longer handles, Harbor Freight. This entire seatbelt receiver is vestigial and will need every inch to make it fit properly. Phillips screw in the back. To get the receiver out, there's just 2 bolts you gotta ugga-dugga, 15 mils. Now, if you take a look, you can see the only thing holding the receiver in is that plastic push pin. So be a man. Arrgh. Kobe. This cable and guide can also come off. It's all stow and go crap. If you still have a local metal supplier near you, support them before it's too late. 1942 for 3 feet of 1-inch flat bar. Fuck you, Lowe's. I got C-channel instead because it's stronger and somehow cheaper. I bolted a 7-inch length to the front factory bolt locations. Might weld it later. Then again, maybe I won't. Then I adjusted, marked, and drilled holes to line up with the front mounting studs and got some square tube bolted to the rear mounting studs. Gonna improvise a way to connect the seat tracks to the square tube somehow. I bought 1-inch square tube, but I'd get 2x3 rectangular if you could afford it, because look at all that gap. I'll have to use all of my 4-year engineering degree to engineer a solution for that oversight. If you're okay with cutting up and welding your factory seat tracks, this would be much easier. Listen. Alright? Listen. I was hoping to make this a weld-free project, but I can't fathom a way to bolt through this without interfering with the slidey mechanism. So I've removed my square tubing from the car, and I'm going to weld it directly to the tracks. In the rain. Got some high-strength threaded rods Loctited, and my organic cellulose spacer has been precision machined to fit just right. I can't get more than 2 clicks on the ratchet. Who designed this piece of There you have it, a fully functioning non-heated heated leather seat that folds up easily for backseat activities, as well as getting a car seat in the back for pending consequences of those activities. Fully reclining and adjustable front to back from human mode to wife mode. Let's do the driver's side the easy way. Cue the montage. Ah, goddamn. These armrests are gonna be in the way. I could just leave them up all the time. Or... accept the brew. If you didn't know better, you'd say these came out pretty good. Are they better than $1,200 aftermarket seats? Considering my $100 total investment, I'd still say no. But I got kids to feed, not cars to build, and I think these'll do just fine. Stay thrifty. Thanks for watching.